Welcome to Look and See Outdoors. Well, today I am out and about on a turkey hunt. It's a beautiful day. I'm in an old cutover. Seemed like it's been about 3 or 4 years since this place was cut. And a lot of this you see is naturalized. I think they did plant it. Last time I was on this particular road was deer season, and Zane was with me, and he was a lot younger then. Yeah, it's been 3 or 4 years ago. Seen some turkey tracks as I've come in, and that's hopeful. I was over here with Finley on Plantation, which is another road just over, not very far through here as the crow flies, and we heard a turkey gobble over here, and he only gobbled one time. That's been a year ago, almost to this date. It was Easter weekend. We were down here on Good Friday. Came down here and camped. I made a video about it. We camped in an area where there was an alleged Bigfoot sighting at the campground. So I'm easing down this road, and I'm gonna get back in here and set up and just blind call for a little while. It is such a beautiful morning. It's the middle of April. The temperatures yesterday was a much cooler day than what we've been having. It warmed up, almost kind of like summertime temps. And today it is just, I think it got down to low 40s last night. Yes, look at this beautiful bluebird sky. There's a buzzard soaring around. I was kind of hoping as I walked along, I would hear one, a gobbler, just sound off, and then I could just sit up and try to call him in. I'm on public land, and these birds are tough to hunt down here. It's been a long time since I've taken a bird down here. But it's just getting in here and finding where they're hanging out. I know certain areas where there are birds. There are birds in this area. I already see tracks. And I've heard them in here. So they're here. And I found a turkey feather up the road. So now I'm just kind of easing along, listening. It'd be nice to hear one just and not spook him, because you can bump them walking in like this. Because they like getting in these roads. I haven't seen any strut zones, but I have seen them where they get in the roads and they just have a strut zone. They're all puffed up, displaying, strutting back and forth for the ladies. All right, I have stopped in the curve of this road right here. And this is a burn over. It looks like they burned in here this past, probably late winter, very early spring. But I was glassing and just making sure there are no birds out there before I expose myself here on this ridge. So far I haven't spotted any birds, but that's a good prime place out in these old burnovers and that green grass and those tubers and stuff that are growing out there. Birds love that. And they're out and open, they can see and be seen. So that's a good spot. So just kind of easing on along here. All right, guys, I'm probably between over a mile for sure, maybe close to 2 miles in here from where I walked in the truck, and this is a walk-in only. Of course, I've seen other tracks from hunters, but I found something interesting here, and it looks like where a human has been walking barefooted. See right here, heel, ball, there's a toe. This one, I dropped my knife in. I had my knife next to it, took a picture for scale. But this one, you can definitely see the toes and the heel. And of course there's a boot tracks. But there's definitely, like, someone has been walking barefooted. That's interesting. Who would be walking barefooted back in here? I know one time, it's been 2017, 2018, I was down here and they had a sign at the headquarters about they were trying to reestablish black bear population in here. And I wonder if that's not what I'm seeing. If not, it's kind of interesting as to what could be making these tracks. A bear, their back print is fat, but it has the 5 toes, the ball, and the heel. And it kind of resembles a human footprint. But this is the area where I'm made myself to. I'm gonna try to get over to that tree line and ease back in there. There's a creek. I'm gonna set up. But I was coming and I came around this corner here and I came across these prints and they go down into this bottom. I mean, is that Bigfoot? That's about a size 8 to 10 track. So it's interesting what you find when you get out here and move around outside. All right, well, I'm down here in this creek bottom. And I don't want to push too far in here. I'm afraid I may bump a bird. I'm just off the cutover. There's the cutover. Probably 20, 30 yards. I'm gonna sit up in here. I'm just gonna start calling and see if I can get any action. You know, all this hog sign, it's everywhere. Man, these hogs are all over the management area now. Everywhere you go. I actually saw 2 hogs when I parked the truck this morning. Well, I've been sitting here at this spot for a little over an hour. And I've not heard the first turkey sound. I've been trying to pay attention for one to silently slip up on me. Because they'll do that sometimes. Nothing. No gobbles. No yelps. Just other than what I'm doing. I'm going to spin this around. This is my view. Public land is hard for me. I think I'm gonna get up and just move, try to find a different location and try calling again. I mean, I wish I could just hear one gobble. If you hung in this long on the video, go on and hashtag gobble. Let's see what we can get into when I move here. Man, look at this hog sign. These hogs are all down in this bottom here. That path. And rooting around there. That goes down to the creek. Over on the other side. All right, so I was coming back out, heading back up to the truck. Took a different way, stayed low, instead of up on the hill. Look at this little pond I come up on. I have to bring the fishing poles next time. Finley'd like this. Yes, sir. I bet there's some good fishing right here. I'll have to check it out. Got to bring the poles next time. Look here, hog waller. Them jokers everywhere. All right, well, I made it back to the truck. And it's a little after 1 now. and eating some lunch. Good old MRE. Some beefsteak, chopped, formed, and grilled with mushrooms. It's been a while since I've eaten MRE. I remember the ones we used to get in the 90s. They were in the dark packs. These are better. These newer ones. But anyway, I didn't hear a turkey or see a turkey, but I did see a lot of sign, a lot of turkey tracks over here. And last year I did hear a gobbler. I know the turkeys are in there. It's just getting on them. Saw a hog right up there where that log is laying. Across that. I guess this used to be this some kind of right of way. I don't know what it used to be, power line or something here. But when I got here earlier this morning, there were a couple of hogs working across. So anyway, I'm gonna get on. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And some of the hunt is from another weekend that I was able to get down here. So, and the bike ride and all that. Hope you guys enjoy all that. Just gonna put it together and make a video. Hopefully get something good turn out. All right, y'all take care. See ya.